only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant.
Stafford.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Lions first down.
On 1st down at Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards.
Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
Stafford going to get this one to Johnson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 28.
Throwing again at Stafford. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Rohrwasser out to kick off, and he'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down, Love to pass. It's caught by Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration, because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 68 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air, but maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
For number 11.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And that will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's Love. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Again, it's Love. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he? As you talked about, trying to make something happen, hoping something would come open, but it didn't. Ends up shoveling it off.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. And this is Parker, complete. And he works free. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Stafford, and he's going to push his way down to about the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd.
Stafford on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Stafford sacked. A loss of
It's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Bears, nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets it to Brown, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This is brought in by Brown. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Makes the score
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
The
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Tyler Higbee.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Open man Higbee, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Stafford. This is caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught at the 1. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Detroit.
Tyler Higbee, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Justin Rohrwasser.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Love now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
3rd and 2. Love with it. He finds Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's caught on the right side, Brown. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Set to kick off.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears cut into that lead.
For the extra point.
Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, it's Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Stafford on 1st down. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Play action this time with Love. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and long for Love. Going to throw right side here, complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 1st down, going to the air with Love. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. I don't know what the heck. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Love's pass.
Here's 2nd and 10.
The contact. Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
Throwing again. Love. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Then incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Bears 13.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to it?
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First down, Lions.
On first down at Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 45 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Kamu Grugier-Hill on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Forced it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamie Collins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did. I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Working out of the gun. Love. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over. So they've converted their first 2 fourth down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
First down, Detroit.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Complete. It's Johnson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this one through the uprights and good. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Rohrwasser out to kick off, and he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times?
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. Rohrwasser out to kick off, and he'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. This is brought in by Brown. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bears get a bit closer. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
A loss of 11 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. A slant to Jones. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And it's caught by Parker. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 50 yards. And now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And this is Parker, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Love, they go play action now. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jamie Collins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Off the play fake, Love. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Jamie Collins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Play fake. Here's Love. And that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10.
Love now to pass on first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. You can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
47-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They find some open field here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. So now the Bears down by 15, 1:06 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. It's caught by Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jamie Collins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading.